So this is before. Oh, this update that came.
Готов выдвигаться.
Managed to solve some of the issues that occurred last time.
Так точно.
Coming last time definitely was not all that great.
Внимание. Так точно.
Definitely. Well, at the very least. Hopefully, we won't have any sort of the major crash that happened over here. Now we're reading this over here because we get into the good shit. There being the Russian Civil War stuff over here. To guarantee free instability. Yeah. Russian economy, strengthen it. And the Kerensky, yep. Sound of gunfire ranged across the capital. Alexander Kerensky, the president of the Russian political shot by the extremists while he was calling several of the Senate House. Killed had been beaten by an angry mob before he could make his escape. The police arrived soon. He said they were looking at Pavel Gorilov. Remember, I started going to combat squads. Regardless, the fate of Russia had been irrevocably changed for better or for worse. Shut the ring over here. I'd like to do Kerensky. Another point. I think I will do a bit there at some point. But with so much shit. Sorry. With so much shit going on over here. Hopefully I'll be able to find a time to get through this, because there's quite a lot of paths I would like to do in kinds of redux, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a long while. Anyway, set the nation of the long-term president Alexander Kerensky has thrown the country to chaos. According to the Constitution, the Speaker of the Senate, Dmitry Pavlovich Romanov, became acting president. However, with the president gone, the government coalition cadets and social revenues collapse. Snapper for election should be held, otherwise the military will take over the government. Yeah, we're going to let the military take over the government, because I'm going to be making that save over. Yeah, good voice, Shanghai. Yeah, I was saying I'm going to be making that save over in case I ever decide to do Molotov, because I would like to finish up that one. I got some things recorded over here, but that was before this update came over here, and I couldn't exactly. I know how to do the little mini game with the Bolshevik stuff, but for some reason the event just did not want to fire no matter how long I waited. So hopefully that's been fixed. Anyway, today in Petrograd, there's been massive feast by Alexander Kerensky. In honor of the fallen president, every shop closed. The public agreed in the morning for the fallen hero. The flags were at half-mast and the cannon fired several times at the Petropavlovsk fortress to honor the memory of our president, who was a patriot. Indeed he was. A patriot. Pavel Gorilov, member of the NRPR and the combat squad to Russia, he shot correctly. He got the plea trying to avoid supreme penalty for his crime, but stated motive was to save Russia from Bolshevism. Anyway, the court is ordered the following. Pavel Gorilov, age 21, armed with the Gant M1895 revolver, was carried out the assassination of a high-ranking official. President Alexander Kerensky, who service defendant, when he got Pavel Gorilov, is sentenced to death penalty. So he shall be dead. You're going to be held in this snap election. Acting president. According to Russian Constitution, the president is unable to hold office for any reason. The current Speaker of the Senate becomes the acting president until the end of his term. In this case, until July 1936, when the Senate must select new president Russia by simple majority. But authoritarianism, his approach is there. And Dmitry Pavlovich Romanov, the current Speaker of the Senate, will hold the position of acting president until the next election. While Dmitry Romanov is in power, he can do a lot of things to strengthen his power, even though he has no real power. He's supported by the Senate. The situation is compounded by the fact that there's no party that can win the snap election will be able to gain a majority of the authoritarian Senate. It's very likely to elect Dmitry Romanov as a legitimate president. It's happening with Marcel decision he did not anticipate the risk of strengthening the power of the Senate and the president, and a sharp reduction of the power of the Duma. Support the Senate and the president to pass any legislation, and the president takes office. Yep. So yeah. Imagine I should probably also do like a region stuff over here. No demonstration, let them protest, goes into the winners. Group March, flash with them. Come to the motion. I'm gonna go to the opposition leader. Boris Struma dies. One of Russia's most experienced politicians, Boris Struma, passed away due to a heart attack upon hearing the news of Kerensky's assassination. Born in 1848, Struma was one of the few people in Russia to remember the Crimean War. He was a symbol of Russia's tradition and continuity. Memento Mori. Over the motion. Articles of the PSR the key coalition. The Duma still voted no confidence in the government. Probably leads to the resignation of the government. Will only make things worse. Duma only aggravates the situation. Indeed it does. The day after. To this point, to lead the protest, civil coalition, not to that hard to negotiate with the socialist. That's what we'll be doing. There's a Duma. As the correct assassination, the country is still in chaos, although the Duma managed to maintain the mental less the power of the government to control the apparatus is still unstable. Intended was so popular faith in the parliament, the acting president Dmitry went out today held a speech at packed Duma, really the point of maintaining both order and civil liberties in all Russian Republic citizens. Duma ensures Russia's freedom and greatness. Indeed. That's it. Government resigns. As the motion low cover, the government of the Russian Republic has announced its resignation. It will be hard for the PSO to elect the Prime Minister with the parliamentary opposition. So should you issue the compromise candidate now or for election? Check now. No, yeah. I just told the charger. I do apologize for doing a 2.0 of this not too long after the actual series. Well, for me it's been not too long. For you it's going to be instant. But I want to, you know, actually get this going. Best for Toffs. Student, yeah. Cared all the time. Basically, since we lost really hard, we have to pay reparations to Germans. Milikov resigned as Prime Minister. Kent Pavel Milikov, one of the permanent leaders of the Cadet Party and the Prime Minister of Russia for the last 15 years. It did not say the resignation also announced he would not submit his candidacy as the next Prime Minister. The cadets won the election. He declared his readiness to become Minister of Foreign Affairs on the one for the Senator and Senate elections next year. Good decision. Good decision. I got some fucking irregular militia, irregular cavalry. Irregular. I like to do. There's two paths I like to do for non-hosts. That being, Vlasovs and von Panwitz. Von Panwitz because he can inform the Kaiser, like the Russian Kaiser Reich, and also there's a link for Reichskommissariat. Well, in Vlasov, for like his extensive path over here with the people, Solidaris and all that, and the little foreign tree. Still really interesting to figure out how to do exactly. I think the Afghan war, stock market, never escape poverty. So it's partly during the Russian Civil War, the Bolshevik Party split into two parties, like Leninist, known by the original name of the RCP, and they're banned across the country. The bans are uncontroversial. Although activists, radical left-wing party, named the Left Social Revolutionary Buchan SP were allowed. But they're not allowed to participate in elections. Since Kerensky himself is a partially, so it's rather concentrated more on struggle with the right-wing parties, namely with the former ally Stavinkov, as a result of which the left and Bukharists commonly conducted their agitation activities. Now we have to decide whether to lift the ban on these party participation in the elections or not. On one hand, the Rock party opposed the admission of the left from the election, being to return to Bolshevism. On the other hand, maybe they are free losing. Willing to participate. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Be a lot worse if we didn't do that, but. When it hits Russia, 2 weeks ago the burn slugs deployed the bottomless depths. Don't generate commentary on president's crisis. Now that hurricane the crash to reach Russia, German and Czech-owned companies are closed down and lay off the workers, and Russia will lose value. It's a part of shrinking, yeah. Kind of get what Josh was meant by the whole, like, the black money thing. This kind of happens really quickly. Yeah, surveillance. Yeah, it just kind of happens and you just kind of solve it within like 2 or 3 years. It's not exactly how the stock market crash worked up here. Red Flood does that a lot better. It happened like in 31 rather than like in 36. So definitely handle a lot. I say a lot more realistically in Red Flood than like in Kaiserreich in general, but it is what it is. At the moment, in the context of the political crisis, it's impossible to take any well-thought-out measures to de-escalate the economic crisis. However, there are 2 plans for emergency anti-crisis measures. The plan proposed by the Senate and the President, by ours and candidates, citizens and Eurasianists. The plan proposed Germany Duma Social Revolution 7 college. Nominally called Senate Plan, Duma plan are trying to solve the black money problem in different ways. The Senate Plan calls for protectionist approach and tries to keep the state from interfering in the economy, and at the same time save for foreign to be by attracting private domestic investment. Duma plan is more radical, involves immediate state intervention in the economy with nationalization of key street and German enterprises as well as stabilizing agriculture. Now no time for random debate in any plan we adopted by our House of Parliament and signed by the President, despite the difference in plan. We are going to issue the Duma plan. That's where we get the NSP boys. Probably reading that as well. Alexander Gurkov dies. Formerly October's party, Alexander Gurkov passed away at age 73. He's remembered a great orator, politician, patriot, truly of his country. I remember those fucking despotist Adam. Despotist. Fucking. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully France can hold on to this, and hopefully Britain doesn't, like, you know, do the stupid. Because doing the stupid tends to, now they do the other, well. Independence. For 2 backs, yep. We got Transmer over here, yep. And we got the state transport too over here just in case. Because we need to make some change over here with El Stato. Ivan Pavlov died, and Petrovich Pavlov, well, you know, Russian psychologist, died today in East Petrograd. She Nobel Prize in Medicine 1904 for his research on the district system, but is most known for his work in classical condition. Russian president expressed his sadness and announced his laboratory will soon be back in the museum. So classical condition works on humans. I think it does. Yeah. And hopefully we don't get any crashes over here. Because goddamn. And that crash really fucked up the whole recording process. February Revolution, how long is the Republic? Yeah. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened that caused it to be this bad, like, holy shit. The crash just fucked everything up. It's, I know, I think because it was, like, not too long since like, Hoi 4 itself got updated. I think that might have been why the crash was so bad. Because, like, my recording software got fucked and, like, my saves just broke. My save was just broken. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else had that problem. Or if it was just me thing. Just me thing. It might be a me thing, because knowing me, though, knowing the amount of bullshit that I've done to this fucking computer, the pooter, it's definitely, it might be a me thing. But maybe somebody else had this. Who knows? Anyway, this was Kobe. Posting your freaking comedy aftermath the black machine started taking effect. I would have a vision stop with the price slow is still low, and many are still without work. Employment slowly getting smaller, and the work becomes profitable again. Finally, that most people can find 40 bits needs. Some say the worst of the economic downturn in the country. Yeah. Coach de Mexico. Vive la Mexico. Here's a pata. Here's a color. We get some more stuff. I got the Sanarchist. I want to do some stuff in Mexico. Yeah, definitely some stuff I like to do with Mexico. Yep. But for Astrakhan, which change the seas Astrakhan. Let's get a bit of booters. And we got a Vasilevsky over here. Vasilevsky. Yeah, we're finding all of our rubbish. Hey, that'll be good. I was just going to Ruthenia. Yep. Yeah, I would like to be able to take over this shit a lot easier over here. So I must remember that things like the Air Force exist. Like, it isn't just in, like, you know, in this mod. It's like in this. I forget that some shit exists. I don't know why. Military coup d'etat, calling us a safe harbor of Russia. Ready for us. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, not safe in the revolution. Power to the toilers. So here, yeah, it's gonna be happening. Leader of the protest evolved. The protests of Petrograd were going on for several days, and so far the rise looked to join without clear as to those who were capable of leading the crowd. So far, not a single price left for the workers. However, today news came from the general defector saying the rebel right Petrograd and among them none other than General Yegorov. Capable of spread the protest rally made thousands. General Kreinijek announced the decision to the Petrograd Soviet that would lead the protest uprising. May I took this idea worldly, remembering how the last time institution was the same name failed. Remember afraid of a new civil war, and this was the general who fought with the Bolsheviks during the Civil War. On the other hand, the charismatic leader of the thought Maria Spiridonova spoke to the protest rally, firmly convinced the audience of the need for a immediate revolution. 12 reactionaries in the person of the ROVS condemned the work independent to new slavery. He called for the transfer of all power in the country to the trade union, the peasant council, and the auspice of the Socialist Revolutionary Party, announced that until the bulk of the working people joining the uprising is doomed for failure. The day passed without much evil. In the near future, the protesters will need more work. Need to make a choice to decide to fade the whole Russia in the near future. The collegial power of trade union and council have left it to transfer all power to the regime for effective military actions. Should lead the protest, or Red General shall lead the protest.
Внимание!
The Iraq ships that were loyal to the Russian capitalist state and now join us in the effort to bring ideal socialism to many parts of Russia. Indeed.
Слушаю.
Yes, there's nobody here. Oh yeah. Russian never ready to come in there. Oh yeah, we got a corner. We got bone. Fucking bone. God, I'm such a fucking child. Anyway. The example of Petrograd uproar followed by other major cities of Russia with thousands. Also held rallies and chaos ensued in the city since near the police and the armed forces could cope with the working class driven by a single energy and force. Trade unions, factories, community cooperatives all called for an all-Russian strike and transfer of power to represent the working class. According to rules, all of these had to go to the south of Russia and reorganize the operation of Volgograd. Where their support was still quite strong, the working people again lost strength and energy and awareness and the fact that may seize of all the risen to defense of the working class. However, at the same time, newspapers announced that a delegation of the Central Committee of the Russian Communist Party headed by Bolshevik Zandev arrived incognito in Petrograd from abroad, and they are seen as one of the rallies in the capital, where they called for an armed struggle and the unification of workers under the rule of the Bolshevik Party. This event caused a resonance among the party, many of whom remember the failures of the Bolsheviks and the Red Terror. Trusted them. Others, albeit a majority, picked up on revolutionary slogans of the RKP and called for listen to Bolshevik leaders to suggest support and help in the Russian Revolution to friendly to international countries. They were useful in the Communist Rising.
Готов выдвигаться. Ройс.
See, we'll have an
Слушаю.
armor group over here.
Верно.
About 23, that's fine. Group here.
Так точно.
We have an army group there, just in case. And you'll provide assistance over here while we sign the migration pacts. As we get the crust now, yep. Sentry over here, and we're going to be doing the same thing with robbery and all that stuff, but hopefully this time things shan't die. Maybe we'll also get some of these stuff over here. That's what I'd like to do with Rykov over here. Because I know with Rykov you can get Zdenov and it's interesting stuff over here. Also I'd like to do Chukachevsky's little thing and Mayakovsky's stuff over here, but we still got, you know, the chairman. That chairman over here anyways. Krasnaya Galva units. Many members of socialists are still hiding. We have to mobilize and organize these people with the folks. We need every soldier we can at this point. We want to start the onslaught of reactions. Yep. Reactionaries. We'll get Vasilevsky. The one that's primarily doing all this. We'll get Zukov over here. This boy shall be as our backup. We shall get Chuikov and you tough, even though, you know, we don't got a proper armored core. Still be fine over here if you have him doing some of that good shit. Fucking logistics wizard.
Внимание.
Where's Metrograd? Mexico, sorry. Metrograd, what the fuck? What the fuck? I mixed two words up, what the hell? God damn. So first, anyway, since the party left its CT nation became leaders of protest, they realized they needed to convene a harmonious socialist government representing all socialist parties in Russia. Already today, it's been made an extraordinary Supreme Council working independent Alicia Spiridonova become head of the new revolutionary government, where representatives of the NSP and people like Bukhara Tomsky, as well as the Menshevik international people, in the person of the leader of the VTS SPS Lazovsky. Also received. Missed your seat. Sorry for butchering these names. I apologize. Due to the creation of the Chivsk, don't remember showing it that, and a homogenous socialist government quickly went around the entire European part of Russia, and many rural community independent workers announced the creation of a local council and subordinates to the central government. Many regions joined the all-Russian uprising, with the exception of those strong where the sentiments of seven college associates were strong, who, despite his pro-peasant views, were ignored by the Supreme Soviet. Now that the power and the large cities rule we need to come under the control of the Soviets to work in the council of the Chivsk, the CHVSRK. Hope for a speedy subordination for the working people. What should go on? What should go on? Crossing that Guardian units.
Готов. Я готов.
At the very least, you know you don't get the tank corps at the very... wouldn't hurt to at least get some experience from this war. And up here I want to join the Soviet side because people with Republican Party and our PR suggested that we should join our government. I was a great deal of peasants of Russian, however, the CHVSK in general did not trust American despite them being a former star in the economic poll. They still believe in these generally anti-socialist party should not participate in the Soviet War. We need a mountain stress now. I rather not deal with Soviet cards. Plus though, nothing really bad happens if he's in power. Oh yeah, this. Shall fight the monarchist. Let's get rid of that over here and turn off you, because I'm not going to be dealing with you. Due to the instability of the Russian local Siberian authorities finally had enough to encourage the volcanoes in Imperial Siberia, mostly consisting of all Blasniki. Sorry. The Oblastniks. The new Siberian government should now deal with the internal unrest and probably get ready to fight 2 for more. Nevertheless, their power are too weak and we still to restore control in the region. Indeed. I got the Siberian insurgency. The Siberian insurgency. Which we're going to need a lot of that PP. I get this PP big people. Meantime, we shall get mass assault. As much as I would like to, you know, get what kind of going on over here. But to love to, we need. Internationals. The Russian Brooklyn and French have been many both officers offered their service to the British French since they have resigned the country to the national soon free their armies, but now they have returned once more. We need help with the revolution fights on. Indeed does. Should we? Yeah, I think we should get some of these other stuff, yeah. Sorry that. I think I'll just have him for our tank corps, really. Let them serve. Let's get revival. Let them serve. While it's just we'll try to stabilize Siberia. Let's see how far we can deal with Siberia. National, yep. Better start packing.
Готов выдвигаться. Готов.
Yeah, we get all the militia units over
Я
here.
готов.
We're gonna be losing these, but
Слушаю.
at the very least, gonna make use of them. I'll be using all this PP2 to get us over here. Yeah, number of arenas. This happens every time you play as a syndicalist. Syndicalist, a totalist nation. Spain. Support. Went to the American worker. America. Revolution. We shall participate.
Мирно!
Civil War, yep. I've never seen a fiend of ill Krieg use a Tomahawk crisis Russia's once again played in the American Kiev Civil War. Each side attempted to gain support and brought home the victor. Only time will tell the victor. So lose on. Hugh says the classical cannot fail to accept Civil War. Let me alone. So we got the Civil War over here, but we've been waiting until that for a bit. For support, Montesquieu's independence. Yep. And that's about it. Yeah, so we can't get our cuts. Irkutsk will always break away no matter what we do. But anyway, the Second Russian Civil War. Probably going to be in the part over here actually, because we're beginning of time. So, as I said before, it's going to be playing out the same way, but hopefully we'll get far longer than we did last time. And probably won't sound like, you know, as dead and as tired as I was last time. I think that's why I started making mistakes over here. I didn't really take any breaks when I did that recording. I kind of like did like a bunch of recordings in like one session, which I can't do. But I used to take breaks every now and then because I could tell. I think it was starting to affect how I was actually, you know, playing. But anyway, Second Civil War. The moment came when I called troops out of the enemy the first time on the front lines. Once again, the brush stood against brother. It's been 15 years since the whole yet the Zine found the Civil War shrunk to oblivion, but now black cars sitting over homeland again. Co-hours more the truth with clashing the senses and merciless event that was sure to go down in the annals of history of the Civil War. Charts. And with that, we shall see you guys next time when we really charge. We really get this ball going. We really get this thing shining. So until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye.